Hello! Today I'll do a follow-up video from my previous one where I did a shootout of 5 guitars and I was aiming to find my main blues acts because I have a new blues band and I need to bring 1 or maximum 2 guitars to a gig. And if you want to see that video, you can find it from the link here if I manage to put it there, or you can find it among my videos. Anyways, today I'll focus on the amps, and I have a Princeton Reverb, I have a Tweed Deluxe, and I have my Overdrive Supreme here, the Dumble clone. So that will be exciting, because I mentioned also in my previous video that I might not bring an amp, because the venues offers probably a backline. But after I've been playing them a bit this week, I've found that they really sound good, my amps. And I might not be willing to risk coming to a venue that has an amp that doesn't sound this good. So I will probably bring an amp. So that's why I need to figure out which one will it be. So without further ado, let the games begin. Well, I don't know about you, but It's quite hard to choose of these three. The two low watt amps, well, I'll call them that, Princeton Reverb and Tweed Deluxe. They are more lightweight, of course, to carry to a gig. I think of that also. And the ODS here has a more meat. So yeah, a bit heavier to carry. But I have solved one problem. So I wondered in my previous video where I talked about the guitars. I said that I most likely would bring one guitar, maybe two. And I was thinking about bringing the two cases, hard cases of guitars, or two gig bags even. But then there is already two items there, and you have the amp and you have the pedal board. So I can't bring that from the car in one go. But now I can, because I got this one. It's Gator case gig bag double. So I can have two guitars. It works very well with my Telecaster in one case here, and maybe the gold top, Les Paul gold top in the other. The ES335 won't fit in this. I haven't tried it, but I read online that a lot of users have tried that and it's too wide. So if I want to bring that, I have to have my hard case for that. But this bag, I haven't tried it to see how sturdy it is, but it looks very sturdy. And knowing Gator, I have a hard case Gator that I have had for like 15 years. It's still working fine. So I'm hoping this is as sturdy and will serve me for many years. All right, back to the amps. Yeah, I have landed on my conclusions to which amp I'll bring. And I thought that the Tweed was a bit surprised how that stood up to the other two. Meaning that it comes on third place for me now, because that is the amp that I've been so fond of lately. If you look at my videos from the last years, or last 2 years probably, then that's the amp that I've been playing. I love it. But then I tried the Princeton, and immediately it had more sizzle on the top maybe, or there is something else going on there. So I'm taking the Princeton Reverb also to rehearsal with the band, but I always felt that it gave in a way, that I was too low in output and that it will just be full power and there was no headroom to play with. But then I realized I've been using input 2, and that is 6 dB lower than the maximum of that amp. So now trying it with the input 1, I realized that there is much more to go on with that amp. So I might try that because I like it and it's more lightweight than the one amp that I will bring, and that is the ODS. That is has more to play on. That it has better EQ section. It's 50 watts, so there's better headroom. And I've been using that for years when I play live. Although not in this combo cabinet, I've been using it with the extension cabinet with the Cannabis Rex. Now there is this other Eminence speaker in here, and I think it sounds really good. And even though the speaker is probably not quite broken in yet, it's getting there. I can hear that it's more and more goodness coming out of that amp. So that is the amp I will bring. Even though it's a bit heavier than the other two amps, I think that's the safest bet for me to bring that one. Yeah, so I'm curious to hear what was your choice. I see the Princeton and the Tweed more as not one-trick ponies, but close. They have their character and they are very narrow in frequencies or whatever you should call it. The tone from them is kind of like that. Played at loud volumes, I have to say, because when you play them here in the studio setting, you don't have to push them that hard, and with a pedal then you can model the tone much better than when you have a loud drummer and bassist and organ player. You have to push those amps. The 50 watt here, much more headroom, much more to play on, and much more. Yeah, it's just the better choice for that kind of application. My choice. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.